Cartoon characters may be timeless, but their designs aren't always. Welcome to WatchMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 awesome cartoon character redesigns.
How's that arm?
Better than the Joker's.
Close one this time.
They're all close ones.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're looking at cartoons which have been fully redesigned once or multiple times during their airing. We will not be counting fan designs or anime, so we're sorry, but that Powerpuff Girl anime spin-off you've never heard of doesn't count.
You mess with those kids, you mess with us, the Powerpuff Girls!
Number 10. ThunderCats, redesigned version of ThunderCats. Created back in the 80s when toy lines were king, this show had no shortage of colorful and interesting characters to pull from.
It's me! It's old Snarf!
What are you doing, Snarf? Get away!
However, the original ThunderCats were cat aliens from space, and many of the sci-fi elements were not as well defined, instead putting an emphasis on exciting action scenes and a great theme song. After a 22-year hiatus, the cartoon was rebooted, this time with a sleeker, anime-influenced style, while the backstory was retooled with more detail and design.
Thanks, Snarf.
As visually appealing as the reboot was, it sadly didn't last longer than a single season.
These barbarians deserve death!
I'm not gonna let anyone lay a paw on them.
Number 9. DuckTales, redesigned version of DuckTales. The shenanigans of Scrooge McDuck and Donald Duck's three nephews enjoyed a popular run as part of the Disney afternoon in the late 80s and early 90s.
There's only one thing better than owning a vault full of cold hard cash, and that's swimming in it!
Originally drawn in the signature Disney style, the artists working on the series' 2017 reboot decided on a more simplistic newsprint style, and made the differences between the characters more pronounced.
Donald Duck.
Uncle Scrooge.
Uncle Scrooge?
No longer could Huey, Dewey, and Louie confuse everyone by switching their hats and shirts, and the annoying Webby character was given a much-needed update into a female duck who helped with the adventures rather than mostly tagging along.
I'm gonna see the world. I'm gonna be an explorer! I'm gonna eat a hamburger.
Number 8. My Little Pony: Friendship is Magic, redesigned version of My Little Pony. Arguably one of the most popular remakes out there, My Little Pony started its life as a TV show featuring ponies of bright colors.
Firefly! Look out!
Originally plump with more realistic horse features, the redesign completely tossed that out, along with the human side characters.
This place is like a maze.
How are we ever gonna find that rainbow of darkness?
When these magical ponies returned, their bodies were thinner, their heads larger, and cutie marks more prominent, while the animation as a whole opted for a 2D style with limited shapes and movement.
My name is Twilight Sparkle. Well, how'd it do, Miss Twilight? A pleasure making your acquaintance.
Bolder colors were added along with a whole host of pop culture references, including several real-life icons and celebrities as their own pony-sonas.
You can do this. But what if I can't? You can. You just have to keep it together. Keep it together.
Number 7. Transformers Prime, redesigned version of the Transformers. These robots have seen many upgrades over the years, mostly with regards to their toys, but the core has always remained the same, robots disguising themselves as other everyday items.
Autobots, start your engines! Ready, Prime, let's roll!
Like their toy counterparts, the characters were originally quite blocky. But when the Michael Bay movies came along with an updated style, this cartoon followed suit.
No, Bumblebee, it does not. Hold your position and await my command.
In Prime, there was a fresh CGI style, with a focus on smooth and sleek anthropomorphic designs that looked more alien and futuristic instead of just toys and trucks that could change.
Had Skyquake chosen to stray from his master's path, we might not be burying him today.
Number 6. The New Batman Adventures, redesigned version of Batman, the animated series. Let's face it, The Dark Knight hasn't always been so dark.
Watch it, chump. Put us in safety.
Oh, sure.
Sorry.
When Batman the Animated Series started, we were treated to a dark film noir setting paired with the gray batsuit from the Adam West Show, and pops of neon yellow, which somehow didn't hinder him sneaking unseen through the streets of Gotham.
Whoa! Gotham Command, we need choppers. We've sighted the Batman.
When the WB and DC decided to continue the series 2 years later, they simplified the character designs and gave Batman a darker look with sharper shoulders.
Hopefully we'll be doing this again next New Year's Eve.
Hopefully.
The brighter colors were passed to his numerous sidekicks, whom the show now centered around.
You're sure he'll be here?
With murder on this scale, Joker will be close by to enjoy his handiwork.
Number 5. Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated, redesigned version of Scooby-Doo Where Are You? Back in the late 60s, there was no better sidekick to hunt down fake ghosts than a Great Dane with a love for Scooby snacks. When the team of teens came back for this series in 2010, they were given an update to appeal to a more modern young audience.
You guys have got nothing to worry about, man. Me and Scoob always play it safe. If there's danger,
we run fast, really fast.
The show kept the characters' iconic looks, but added fresh new details and a younger animation style more in line with other popular cartoons of the time. The show's format received the biggest change, with the group using crazy high-tech gadgets and encountering real ghosts. Number 4. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, redesigned version of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Back in the 80s, before the Power Rangers took over the scene, we learned our ninja moves from these mutated wisecracking dudes.
I don't know who you are, but thanks. You're not human.
Bingo. Yeah, we're dealing with a real mind here.
When the show was rebooted in 2012 by Nickelodeon for a new generation, they gave the Turtles a full CGI makeover, with multiple body types and coloring so the Turtles could be easily told apart from one another, while still being the fun Turtles we all knew and loved.
No hard feelings, Raph?
Let's stick it in your shell.
The animation of the show was upbeat, but also more dramatic and dark, calling back to the original days in the comics when the Turtles were black and white, and more gritty than comical.
I don't know what that means.
Number 3. Looney Tunes, redesigned version of Looney Tunes. Where would the world of cartoons be without this vibrant cast of characters running around to classical music? Several of the Looney Tunes crew began life as creatures hunted by Porky Pig. As these cartoons continued into the modern day, their cast grew, and each of the character designs were fine-tuned for a more signature look reflecting their personality and often sassy traits.
I never thought I would say this, but that's not a bad idea, Daffy Duck. Why, thank you, Bugs. I want to say, Balabuena?
Traditional animal designs were traded for colorful, anthropomorphic characters who could much more easily emote and sass their way into comical situations.
I don't know about you, but I'm getting a student discount.
Number 2. Mickey Mouse in Fantasia, redesigned version of Steamboat Willie. How could we forget this iconic mouse? While we've already mentioned a Disney property earlier on this list, this redesign happened in 1940. Mickey Mouse was known as a black and white character from the rubber hose days of animation, but in 1940, Mickey got his part in his first full-length film, Fantasia. In line with that, he got a film-style redesign, moving him from the simplistic role of mascot to a full-on character with a colorful wardrobe, defined features, and full-on eyes with actual irises to display the range of emotions he needed for his portion of the film. Number 1. The Simpsons, redesigned version of The Simpsons from The Tracey Ullman Show. This well-known and controversial family started life as one-minute cartoon shorts on The Tracey Ullman Show, with nearly 50 short episodes.
Bart, are you burping again?
Maybe.
Once they were given their own full-length cartoon show, the characters and animation style were smoothed out, with less angry, sketchy lines, for a design that was easier on the eyes.
I got an A on my vocabulary test.
What? You did? Well, that's just... Oh, what a glorious day!
Many of the characters retained the same look and details, but were more fleshed out to become the family we know today. The show doesn't forget its roots either, even calling back to their old animation style in a particular Treehouse of Horror episode.
Hey, if you're Homer Simpson, show me your driver's license. Well, I traded it to a kid for a bite of his sandwich. He is me!
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.